Why, hello there, everybody. If you're watching, that means I didn't get to your reading on stream, but that's okay. We're gonna do your reading today, right now. Your timestamps are in the description below if you'd like to skip ahead. Just a reminder, when it comes to the future, tarot is unreliable, so always take with a grain of salt. The future is ever changing. Also, I will be operating under my own belief system. You don't have to adopt it. It's okay. You don't have to believe in spirit guides or aliens or manifestation. It can just be a good time. All right, I'll see you there. Thank you so much. Hey there, Ashley. You said, could I get a love reading? Of course. There is this guy I've been talking to for almost 10 months. Both of us have had an extremely rough patch in the last year. I'm sorry to hear that. We live in different countries, but give every moment we can to each other. He is the sweetest and most level-headed person ever. Yeah! Oh, I'm glad. I really like to hear that. I think that's really sweet. I can tell that you love him so much by the way that you talk about him. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your relationship with this person. What do we got? What's going on between Ashley and their love interest? And by the way, thank you for being patient and trusting me. Okay, two cards coming out is your energy. 3 of Cups in the Tower. My goodness, what's going on? I don't know where you live, but I will say the Tower says I'm feeling very unstable. Their energy says I don't feel safe. I feel like things are always changing. They're probably still going through their Tower moment, their energy of instability and rebuilding and cleansing and letting go, and that's okay. And this is just a confirmation to me that they've been telling you the truth. We do have the King of Swords and the 7 of Swords. So the King of Swords said, this is somebody who's very wise with their words and very particular about what they say. But the 7 of Wands is somebody who doesn't feel like it's safe to speak their truth when we have it together. And so it's like, I know what I want, I know what I intend, I know what I dream, I know what I like, but I feel like I have to walk on eggshells. I don't think that this is the right time to really reveal all of my emotions or what I'd like. And it's possible that because we do have the 6 of Wands and this represents reaching for the stars. What are we intending? What is the plan? What are the goals, right? And so you probably talked about this before, but it's difficult because 1, both of you are going through instability. 2, you live in different countries. And 3, I'm sure money and where we're gonna live and how we're gonna be together and what's the future looking like, even when the world is so unstable. What are we doing? It's hard to figure that out when, maybe both of you are young or... I'm so sorry, I'm like so dehydrated all of a sudden. I was like, I'm just fine, I just drank a bunch of water. The 3 of Cups is here, and this is friendship, celebration, support. It could be the energy, I know that's so silly, but a lot of readers do believe, I don't know if I believe it or not, but they say like if they cough or if they're having trouble shuffling the cards or if they sneeze a bunch, there is some sort of energy that's blocking the message. And to me personally, I feel it is the 7 of Swords energy where I don't know when is the right time to really lay it on thick about what I intend, because 10 months is a long time. Your advice card from Spirit is to give love, give romantic love to them, and just feel it out. Be romantic, be loving, act as if you're in a relationship, and just say, I'm your girlfriend. I'm just kidding, you don't have to do that, but I bet it wouldn't hurt. I wonder how they would react. I'm kind of interested in this, but the Knight of Cups does say, like, make this a love offer. Offer them love and promise them that we can figure it out together. And I'm sure that's what you want to hear. But once again, that Tower energy. Okay, look at that. We also have the Knight of Swords that was at the bottom. I'm worried. I'm scared. What are we doing? All right, let's see what they meant by the Knight of Cups. What do they mean by the Knight of Cups? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, once again, that's crazy. Yeah, just communicate clearly what it is that you want. And I know that's difficult because I'm sure you have, but if you're ready to commit to this person, don't you feel you deserve the same energy back? Especially since you're giving them all of your love, months of your life, months and months of your life, so much energy, so much attention, so much time. Don't you feel 10 months is enough time to figure out if we should be a couple or not? I've been in lots and lots of long distance romantic relationships, and we've made them work. I've moved there, they've moved in with me. You know, we figured something out, even if it took years to do so. But we made it work, and I want you guys to feel that you can do the same, because number one, Knight of Pentacles says we need to work towards a common goal. The Knight of Cups says we need to turn this into something romantic. And the Two of Swords says, but it's a choice. We have to communicate what we need and what we want, what we expect if we want to see results. So, okay. Thank you very much, Ashley. Though I'm sure you're concerned about the future. Let me look into the future. Sorry. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm divining. What's happening in the future for Ashley and their love interest? A relationship, the Devil card, and the Three of Pentacles. A lot of you have so much fear. I feel like this is you too. You're probably really scared about how we're gonna make this work, but the Devil says that we can face the fears together next to the Three of Pentacles. This is healthy collaborations. This is working together. This is being on the same team. And so just know both of you can be each other's medicine and figure it out together. There's a conversation happening in the future. Okay, thank you, Ashley. I hope that you like that. Thank you very, very much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring. And remember that you're never alone and you are loved. Bye-bye. Hi, Daisy. You said run. Hi again. So excited to be part of your Discord reading event tomorrow. Yeah! I can't wait to see you there. That's what, in 2 hours from now. I was hoping you may grace me with a love reading. I am single. Thank you for being a queen that you are. Yeah! Let's pull for your next relationship. How about it? And how we meet. That's fun. I like that. Let's see. Lots of love readings. Makes sense. It was Thursday. I was talking about that in the beginning of the stream. That Thursday is Venus Day. All about pleasure, romance, love. Let's see what we pull for who we're going to date next and how we meet them. Healer, let's go healed person, liberator, and oh! I love this. It's giving Aquarius. I'm not gonna lie. They don't have to be an Aquarius, but it's giving. The reason why it's giving Aquarius is known to be very independent, to be inspirational, to go with change and to pioneer themselves into things that aren't usual. Sorry, I know I'm taking pauses, but I want to make sure I'm getting the right words out. I also just got back from a 2-hour walk, dude. I was really tired, but I could get the messages, I swear. So, you know, independent thinking. This is also somebody who is able to stand up for themselves and people that they love in. They also may not be the most romantic with just anybody. It does feel to me personally they're very particular about who they let into their life, especially with the Liberator and Mystic. You know, Mystics are very conscious about the energy, the vibration that people put off, and they can pick up on that stuff. And so I do think that you know, we have healer, and sometimes when I get healer, I'm like, oh yes, they're like a therapist or something, but I'm not really getting that. I'm getting that they are being healed, like they're going through work right now. And it does feel physical. I don't know why. I feel like they're in physical therapy. That's so specific. That is so specific. Why would they be in physical therapy? Okay, let's see how we meet them. have to be an Aquarius, by the way. It's just the energy. Ooh, Five of Pentacles, the Star card, and the Hang. This is so strange. You know, the Five of Pentacles can mean illness. It can mean our body not feeling good. It can be insecurity. But we have the Star card. I'm working towards healing that. I'm working towards making that better. Also, the Star is Aquarius. That's wild, dude. That's wild. We also have the Hanged One. This is seeing things from a new perspective, and the Queen of Wands. I wonder if they work in physical therapy. That's so interesting. I know this might be far away, and I'm not trying to manifest you getting hurt or anything like that, but there's just something about fixing pulled like a muscle, fixing something in the back. Like I'm feeling a lower body pain that needs to be healed, and it doesn't have to be from you. Just because the Hanged One says I'm seeing you in a new perspective, and I do feel like this is you, daysee. This sort of evolving into more of a relationship rather than just business. I'm not trying to say they're your doctor or anything, but they might. Part of the reason they're probably a bit laid back and lay off of people is because of their work. You know, they don't want to get in the way of it. So that's what I see, daysee. I hope that you like that. Thank you so much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring, and remember that you're never alone and you are loved. I'm gonna go make some coffee before I get back into reading. Hi there, Flor. Thank you so much for coming to my stream and getting a little reading from me. I hope that you like it. I appreciate your patience. You wrote, "Hi Ron, I just got a reading from you recently, but it's my birthday next Happy birthday! To you! I like a reading for my new birthday. I want to know how my finances will look like too. Yeah! Let's see what you need to know right now for the year ahead. What's going on? What are some major themes? Yeah, what are some major themes? I feel like pulling for that. Ooh. Right off the bat, they're telling me that you're gonna go through 4 cycles for the next... Yeah, 4 cycles, they're saying to me. Well, that just makes sense. The 4 seasons. It might be that might be what they're referring to, because I was like, should I pull 3 cards? They're like, no, pull 4. Okay. So we're gonna pull for what these cycles are. What's going on there? Princess of Cups. I like that. I like that. King of Wands, the Emperor, and the Temperance card. All right, number 1, Princess of Cups says, I'm doing something new. I'm excited. I want to try these new things. I want to be a new me. I want to have new passions in my life. It could be a new relationship. It could mean that you are really interested in something very shiny and you're pouring your love into it. And it's, you know, usually the Princess of Cups is a very puppy kind of love, very romantic, very sweetie kind of energy, very, very cutie. You know what I mean? So you may find yourself really enchanted by things. We're in this kind of lover girl arc. The birds are singing. The flowers are blooming. I want to make art. I want to listen to music. Very, very emotional kind of energy. Come next season, we have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is somebody who is on a mission and they're passionate. So you're probably going to be spending that first season, so probably all of spring, just enjoying yourself and being in your whimsy. But the King of Wands says that I'm ready to get more serious about what it is I want to bring into fruition. The King of Wands is usually a business. They can be a business owner. They can be somebody who is calling the shots in their life. They really crave independence, but more importantly, they crave a freedom. And so I just kind of see you very deliberately giving it your all when it comes to your work, when it comes to your relationships. You're trying to push. Now, most people, when they push that hard, they tend to burn themselves out. But I actually see you upgrading. I see you upgrading fancifully. The Emperor card is here, and the Emperor represents I'm in charge. I am the leader. I am I don't know if you are like own your own business or if your work is like on commission, whatever the case may be, you have worked very hard to be successful. And so come the third season, you're feeling very proud of yourself. You're feeling like you have a lot of control and wisdom and ambition in your heart. You can't wait to do more. But I think that because you pushed yourself so hard and completed so many goals, you're gonna relax for the rest of the year. Temperance card is here. So the season, so imagine, what would this be? Yeah, this would be around winter, huh? The winter season. This is taking it easy. This is taking your time and valuing more peace and harmony rather than just chaos. So let's see what's underneath it. What's underneath all of these? Where am I gonna go? I'm so excited to see where I'm going to arrive next. I'm really looking towards the future with big dewy doe eyes. It's fun, I really like it. Yeah, once again, I was a little bit worried about you burning out. You might sometimes have so much energy. And then other times you're a bit just exhausted, but you get back up and you keep going. I will say, I wonder what it is that is stressing you out and making you do this. It could have to do with money. I really, really need to make this much money at this time so I can do la-di-da-di-da. Because that would really line up with the Emperor, but let's see. Yeah, the Fool. Wow, you're doing something different. Okay, whatever it is that you're trying to do differently, like let's say that you've been researching on, I don't know, how to be a Reiki master, or you're researching on how do I become a famous tarot reader. Whatever the case is, it's really interesting. It's piquing your mind. It's piquing your interest, right? And this is gonna be something that really drives you forward and puts you on a new path come this next fall, I would say. Yeah, because 4 seasons. And then the Temperance card come winter. We have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, the Nine of Swords does mean I'm worried, I'm a bit afraid, but Temperance says that it's an equal balance. An equal balance of I'm taking it easy and I'm a little bit nervous. Let's see. Somebody in your life may be really pushing you a lot. I don't know if you like live with your parents or if you have roommates, whatever the case is. After this 3 months, so come summer, I do see you really wanting to get away from this Queen of Swords energy. And that's okay. It makes sense. It's because they're a bit harsh. They're a bit controlling. I think that their words aren't in kind sometimes, but they do love you. They do care about you. And then we have the fall season, you feeling much more in control and in alignment. And then after that for the winter, yeah, once again, it's like we're healing. I think that we pushed ourselves really hard early that year and we're trying to just take it a little bit more easy. The Lovers card is here too. This can be new relationships, so look forward to that. A new best friend. Usually it's a soulmate. A soulmate doesn't have to be romantic, by the way. It can be a best friend soulmate. We get a new pet. Whatever the case is, it's very fresh, it's very new. We haven't met them before. And I say this because of the Fool card. Also, this energy of feeling like you have control over your life is new for you too. Maybe for a good chunk of your life, you always had to ask for permission, but now you're like, I do what I want, And whenever we do we're in this energy, just especially with the Fool card, we're trying something new. We're gonna make mistakes here and there, and I kind of see you, I don't want to see you cleaning up after it, maybe, but I do see you just trying to rebalance, recalibrate yourself come winter. Okay, that's what I have, Flor. I hope that you like that. Thank you very, very much. Good luck with everything you are, excuse me, I hiccuped. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring. Happy, happy birthday. And remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye. Why, hi there, Pepito. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Let's see what you wrote. What'd you write? Hey, Ron. Always a pleasure to catch you when I can, so please keep up the wonderful work. Thank you. Thank you. You're so nice. You're always so nice. I was wondering if you could do a love reading. It's been a while, and maybe the spirits can do a temp check. Thank you, Ron. Stay spiritually soul. Wow, thank you. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what we got. What do you need to know about love right now? What do you need to know. I want to roll the dice for you, actually. Here, we'll shuffle and then I'll roll. It'll be fun. I love doing it. A lot of times it lines up too, and it's so weird. Okay. I don't know if you're single. I'm gonna assume you're single. Pretty sure you are. Just because most people who went to love readings are single. But it's okay. If you're in a relationship, just let me know and I can redo it. All right. Ooh, look at you taking more action when it comes to love. You're probably feeling like, I can't just sit idly by and wait for it to happen. I need to be more proactive. And proactive can come in many different ways. Working on your body, working on your your space, making your space more hospitable. I always tell people this: if you're trying to meet somebody, if you're trying to manifest somebody in your room, clean your room and as if someone's coming over. Make sure like your fridge is stocked and you know you have gas in your car, all of that fun stuff. That way, whenever the opportunity arises, you have it in your mind. Oh, I've got a clean room. Oh, I've got food in my home. Or all that stuff. It's a old witch trick. We also have some good old Uranus energy. This is about change, liberation, inspiration, as well as individualism. It's saying, I have to be the thing that saves me. If I want this to happen, I need to work on me. It's an inner work sort of thing. And so I like this. Is very healthy. Most people think there's something wrong with other people. Like they go, women these days, they're just a bunch of sluts. You know? You know? Oh my God. Thank God I didn't say that on stream. Anyways. That's what people say. We also, they do. We also have the 9th house, and the 9th house represents spirituality, philosophy, and expansion. You may be looking at love from a new lens, like from a more higher perspective, rather than looking for the right person. It's trying to feel like you are enough and knowing and trusting that the right person will come at the right time. I like the 9th house. It has a lot of trust in the universe, a lot of trust in the beyond, and just know that energy is available to you, and you might be feeling that way. I don't know if you've been interested in watching like love readings. Like a lot of people like love reading pick a cards, or they get stuff on their For You page. Maybe you're getting angel numbers, whatever the case may be. Just there's this inner knowing that I know my person is out there. Okay, we got the 8th house. I'm working hard. There we go. It's so funny how this happens. We also have the 5 of Pentacles. I have to work on my worthiness. I have to work on my energy. I know that this is an inward battle. I love this. Once again, you may be tempted sometimes to think that it's the other person's fault, other people. It's the times. It's just the times, loneliness epidemic. But everybody's online. It's hard to meet. It's true. It is hard to meet people right now. But as you know, as I'm sure you've come to realize, it's not an excuse. Lots of people find love, and a lot of people find love online. I've been in 2 long distance relationships from people that I've met online now, and I love them. I love them so much. And so just know it's available to you. I know it's not usually fun, but you know, being long distance. Or was it you that said you met somebody at a con? I can't remember. But in the future, we do the 7 of Wands, and this is having up healthy boundaries and not letting little things get to you. We're healing. We're healing. Your challenge is the 4 of Wands. Maybe there's somebody in particular that you'd really like to meet up with. Just know the 4 of Wands does mean soulmates. It represents soul family. It means we're somebody that we've incarnated with before is coming back to us. The 4 of Wands does tell me that maybe we're so focused, especially with the next to the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, sorry, I wanted to leave that for last, but I peeked it. The 5 of Pentacles is like, I only want this specific person. I only want this specific energy or nothing. It's them or nothing. And that's okay. The 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands can sometimes mean that we're shooting ourselves in the foot, trying to force something that isn't, you know, working for us. And so a little bit more release, a little bit more distance from it is going to do you so much good. And the good news is your advice card is a judgment card. You know this. You know this consciously. Everything I'm saying you probably already know already. But just know more peace is coming in, especially peace for the heart. The Six of Swords is here. I'm letting go. I knew it. I'm letting go. I'm taking a step back. The Prince of Swords. I'm gonna kind of figure myself out. Ask some questions. Do some healing. And then we have the Hanged One. And it helps you see things from a new perspective. So that's what I see. I hope that makes sense, Pepito. Thank you very, very much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring. And remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you. Bye-bye. Hi there, Glave. Thank you very much for getting a reading for me. You wrote, I hope you are well, Ron. Thank you again for your full year reading. I was wondering if I could get a general reading. Thank you again, Ron, for your lovely reading. So thank you, Glave. Thank you for supporting me. And once again, I'm so sorry that it took me so long. I really am. I only like a week ago got caught up on stuff from November. It's pretty embarrassing, but thank you for being so sweet and patient and working with me. I really mean it. And also supporting me again, especially when you didn't have to. Okay, let's see what you need to know in general. What does Spirit want you to know right now? What does Spirit want Glave to know? I want to ring this. Thank you so much to my guides and Glave's guides for aiding us in this divination. Okay. Look at the sun. You're feeling more optimistic, aren't you? You're probably really craving more liveliness, wanting to be around happier people, watch happier things, listen to happier music. You're actively seeking more freedom and more joy. I'm really proud of you. This is hard to do. I also think that you are looking on the brighter side of things, being less pessimistic, being, maybe in the past you told yourself, like, I'm just a realist. Hold on, I hear something beeping. Sorry about that. I wanted to make sure there wasn't a fire. We're good. I actually just pet my cats and I got some water too. So we're even better than before. Let's see what else we got. The Five of Swords. We are looking at our assumptions of things becoming poor, our belief systems that make us worried or scared or assume the worst. We're looking at them objectively and we're seeing where they stem from. It's possible that they come from, I've been mentioning it quite a bit. Maybe I talked about it in your year reading. It usually comes from childhood. It usually comes from what we are taught growing up, the people around us, what they used to say. A really, really common one is insecurity around money, feeling like there's never enough, feeling like there's no options. This doesn't have to be the case. In my opinion, I think that there has just been some negative people around us, and we're learning to shake that off very willfully and very intentionally. I really like it. What did I say? What did I say? The Chariot card is here. This is about following your heart. This is a path to success. This is forward movement. I think you are genuinely chasing better times and understanding that you have the reins when it comes to your experience and your perspective. Your challenge is a Nine of Wands, and this is persistence and perseverance. I'm not going to give up. This is a burden worth bearing. And just know, if it feels like an uphill battle, that means that we have something to achieve. And that achievement is really let going and healing a lot of, as I mentioned before, things that have been holding us back. Another example is I'm hard to love, or no one believes me, or I'm not pretty enough, or I'm too old for that, or I've lost my opportunity. These are things that I see you looking yourself in the mirror, like catching yourself in the act and going, all right, maybe that was my old me story, but not anymore. I'm going to deliberately go in the opposite direction. If I say I can't do it, let me prove to myself that I can. It's that kind of energy, understanding that there's a deeper underlying message behind everything, especially our negative thoughts. We do have the Two of Pentacles coming in, and this is your advice card to seriously consider things before you just jump right in. It's possible that when you're in this energy of let's just see what happens, we can get ourselves into some sticky situations that we didn't mean to. But the Chariot says to me, you have nothing to worry about. So just take your time before you make a decision. But once you do make your decision, trust it, because you are in a really positive energy right now. The Devil. What was I saying, dude? We have the Devil. This is karma. This is toxicity. This is negativity. Next to the Ten of Pentacles. This has to do with our ancestry, our roots, the people we grew up around. I see you reinventing this. It's giving my foundations need reassessing. It's giving, okay, I see that some of these bricks have cracked or they've split, and so I need to put in a new one. And the Fool card is here, aiding you, helping you feel more optimistic and feel more bubbly. Okay, that's what I have, Glave. I hope that you like that. Thank you very, very, very much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring, and remember that you're never alone and you are loved. Sorry about the little pause earlier. See you later. Bye-bye. Hi, Bino Eddy. It's good to see you again. Let's hear you wrote. You said, "Hi, Ron. I'm also a content creator. I have a strong feeling of connection with this person, but I've never approached them. I really like to watch their content, and I just admire from afar. I don't want to approach for being Delulu. Is my intuition wrong or right?" I see. You're scared of being parasocial. Yeah, I understand that. Hold on. These are from the last reading, so I'm gonna actually shuffle, and if those are meant to be, they'll show up again. Let's see what we got. Thank you for trusting me, Eddie. It's really good to see you again, by the way. I don't know if I said that. I probably did, but let's see what we have. What do we have, Eddie? Does Spirit want you to know about reaching out to this person? Justice, Empress, and the Four of Pentacles. I'll say this, I do see you kind of taking a leap. I mean, like, hey, I really like your stuff. I'd really love to be friends, or I'd love to get to know you. And you may find that they don't reply for a while, or that they don't interact with you. My advice for you, Eddie, is I'm an extremely private person, and it's pretty hard for me to make friendships with people. And I'm saying this as a content creator. I've been very honest and straightforward with my fans that I love you guys so much, but I'm not really the friend that you're looking for when it comes to like talking all the time or spending time outside of stream or work together, because I'm always working. I'm literally a workaholic, and I'm very introverted, and so that's just not my vibe. And I feel like they may have a similar energy, but I can tell why you like them. You see yourself in them, you respect their work. The Empress says that they have an energy that you would like to have. You know, like I said, they inspire you. And Justice says you're weighing your option, and you're saying to yourself, well, this is my truth on how I feel, and I'd really like to act on them. And I do personally see you reaching out to them, but you may not feel like they're very responsive. So once again, my advice personally is just be in their chat, you know, comment on their stuff, be a regular before you DM them. Give it like a month, give it a month or two, you know, do it until you feel like it's good. Trust your intuition, trust your gut. And then give them a little hello. How are you? You can also offer to help them. I've made friends with people who are just like, hey Ron, I heard you're looking for a mod, and I'd love to help you out. And now I'm friends with them. And so it took me. I have a friend. Her name is Memory, and she's my mod. It took her 2 commissions in becoming my moderator to like be my friend. It's not because I don't like her. It's not because I don't, anything bad about her at all. It's just I was so busy that it genuinely took me that long to start to connect with her. We also have the Prince of Wands. Don't force anything. Don't try to force it, but enjoy yourself. That's the most important thing. Ooh, King of Wands, I'm feeling confident. The Six of Swords to connect, and the Fool and see what happens. Yeah, I really do see it going in that direction. Give it time though, give it time. And sometimes people don't reply to your DMs, especially if it's on Twitter. I DM people on Twitter all the time and they don't get back to me, and I'm just like, whatever. So just don't make it your Don't put all your eggs into the basket and just do your own thing in the meantime. And if it's meant to happen, then it will. All right. And that's me saying I do see in the future them being not as communicative as you would like. But that doesn't mean that there's not opportunity. You have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. All right. All right. Thank you very, very much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring. And remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye.